think everything should be working. Welcome everyone to this surprise afternoon stream. I don't remember the last time I did a stream during the day. Usually they're in the evening or like after midnight. Those just tend to be good times to stream, I guess. Don't need to worry about interruptions or anything like that you may encounter during the day. Evil's Death Azul, welcome. This is like Yakuza -1 going on right here. Now, so Golgo 13 is a very long running manga series in Japan. And they actually localized a couple of games based on the series to North America, despite the fact I don't think any other media from the series existed here. And I guess the reason they probably did it is because this game is pretty neat. I originally was under the impression it was a 1986 game, and when I was playing it last night, I was like, whoa, this game is pretty advanced for 1986, but then I realized it was 1988, and you know, there's some rough edges that you probably wouldn't see in some other 1988 games, but overall it's been a very decent game. And I can understand why they brought it over, because it's very narrative-centric, lots of kind of cutscenes and such, and overall it's not a bad game. So despite the fact that no one in North America probably knew what a Golgo 13 was at the time, it is neat to see that this game was localized. It doesn't always have the best translation and such, but we'll make do. Well, Pat, the NES Punk did an episode on it. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But today we're going to see if we can beat it, because last night I didn't. Last night I played it for a few hours and I ran out of continues, like what I'm assuming was probably right at the end. You got a lot of continues in this game, and last night there's a lot of things that aren't initially obvious in this game that you have to figure out. So I was kind of doing some silly stuff and lost a lot of continues in a lot of dumb ways, but I think having more knowledge of this game now, we should be better. We should get... I predict we're going to have it beat within a few hours. But we'll see. Anyway, this is the story here. You are Golgo 13. That's where the name comes from. For the longest time I figured it was like, oh, it's like the name of like a top secret plan or something. But no, that's this guy's like secret undercover name. You know, you got 007 and then you got Golgo 13. You know, how could you ever confuse the two? And he is on a mission to do the thing that he does. Let's just give it another second here and we'll get started. Hey, everyone else out there is streaming Pokemon right now, and it's like, alright, let's play some 1988 NES games. Because why not, right? The Space Harrier video you did, it's Yakuza is so fascinating. And, you know, Yakuza 0 taking place around the 80s and such like that, so it makes sense that they would incorporate relevant arcade games from the time. Yeah, Sega is fascinating. If you've ever been to Japan, you would know that Sega has arcades everywhere, so to see them incorporate that into the Yakuza series is neat. But as you can see, he's like a sniper guy who does sniper things, so let's actually play the game here. And the first thing you're going to notice is that he has super long legs. Like, okay, well actually we're at the airport first. And so you get like incredibly advanced cutscenes for the time where it's like, whoa, a third-person view. The story overall I found was very hard to follow. Like, it's very hard to like, tell who's who and remember why you should care about certain people. Scott Linux. Yeah, this isn't Pokemon. Everyone else is playing Pokemon today. And it's like, hey, let's play something different. But yeah, his body is like 60% legs, which is kind of funny. Also, they made the B button jump for some reason, and that's like, you know, a death sentence worthy offense, but we'll make do. And yeah, he jumps like 2.5 times his height as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. So you get a gun, but you only get a few bullets for it. So instead we're gonna jump around and try and do it the Bruce Lee way. So this game has a few different gameplay styles, and there's some times where it goes in the first person view like this, and you gotta take out all the people shooting at you. I like when NES games tried to break the genre like that. They'd incorporate some different things. Sometimes it would go kind of overboard, but other times they got it right. The Guardian Legend's a good example. I always love the Adventures of Bayou Billy, despite the fact I feel like that's a game most people probably don't have the most fond memories of. Depending on who you ask, you're not missing out on much in regards to Pokemon. My sister is personally playing it, and she's on like this wave where she's like, oh, yo, I'm really happy I bought this game. Then for like half an hour, she's like, oh my god, I can't believe I spent my money on this. And then the next half an hour, she'll be like, all right, I'm having fun again. So I don't know. There's apparently a whole wave of emotions to play the new Pokemon games. It's Dirk Bullet. So there's in the side-scrolling sections, there's usually a variety of different places that you can go to, and you kind of just have to do them all in the right order. So you'll talk to someone and they'll say, okay, go do this thing, and then you kind of have to figure out what exactly it is you're supposed to do. And sometimes it's not entirely clear. Like when I was playing this last night, I lost a lot of continues on this one particular part that just wasn't making sense to me until after trying it for like over an hour. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna see if anyone is, you know, if this has ever been mentioned in Nintendo Power. And there was one section of like issue 4 of Nintendo Power where that one specific part of the game was explained. So obviously everyone had been asking and writing in about it. So it's not just me who didn't understand, and you'll see that in the not too distant future. So the numbers at the top, L stands for our health that goes up to a maximum of 200, while B stands for bullets and goes up to a maximum of 400. As you defeat enemies, you get bullets and health, which is really nice. So as long as you can just kind of, you know, be consistent in destroying people, you can stay pretty healthy and pretty well armed. Be aware though that this game has a lot of flashing lights, so if that's not your thing, you have been warned. And one really cheap thing is that the enemies can duck to shoot at you, but you can't duck and shoot back at them, so it's really unfair. Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, save up for the games you want, right? Just because I feel like people feel obligated to play each new Pokemon game as it comes out, and that's not good. That's not healthy. You know, just play it if you want to, but don't feel like, you know, you gotta because everyone's doing it. That's why come and hang out here where we play games that came out like almost 40 years ago. Alright, and then suddenly the game turns into a shmup. So there you go. You have the you know, genre-breaking stuff that I was talking about, except the hitbox on the helicopter is really bad, I've found. You'll be like, alright, I totally am going to squeeze between these two bullets, and then no, it's just not happening. And it doesn't help when you're, like, shot at a lot. Wow, okay, I'm shocked that one of those wasn't a hit. I think one of my problems with the modern Pokemon games, or, you know, it was always a thing in Pokemon games, but especially as I get older, I notice is that I am so sick of starting, like, a new adventure as a 10-year-old kid. It's like I've done this a million times already. Now we're playing this game where he's like, I'm a sniper guy doing sniper helicopter flying things. It's like, this fits my demographic more accurately. This is what I do on the weekends. And there's just like a really random nothing happening part here. And then this guy comes again. And you don't have to destroy any of these guys. It's just for your own convenience. I also like... See, I don't think I got hit by anything there. Also, shooting in the helicopter reduces your bullet count. As if he's like literally just holding his arm out the window and shooting at these guys with his gun. You would think the helicopter would be equipped with like, you know, a machine gun or something. When I first played the game last night, these first-person sections were always kind of puzzling, like how to deal with them. They're not so bad right now at the beginning of the game, but later on, they will drain your health in a hurry. But once, like, I feel like I've just figured so much out about this game now. By the time I got to this point last time, I'd probably died like at least 5 times, and I died many more times at this helicopter section because, again, there's a kind of a weird hitbox, and I just didn't know how to properly deal with everything. But let's see how far we can get without even a death. That would be cool. Hope you're all having an excellent weekend, though. This is kind of a surprise. Everyone's probably like, Andrew only streams at like 2 in the morning. And I was thinking, you know, I'm going to stream this later on, but then I figured, you know, I kind of feel like playing it now, so we're doing a midday stream. Let's see what the comments say here. Ethan Jory, Nintendo threatened to kill your family if you don't play Pokemon. Well, I guess you got no choice then. Scott Lennox, never seen this game, but you appreciate the stream. Always looking out for stuff to check out. Well, thank you. I love checking out the stuff that most other people probably brush off or don't think too much about. And that's definitely one of the things, you know, you'll see going forward on my channels. It's not just going to be all the mainstream, came out yesterday, 95% on IGN games. You know, we're going to check out everything, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Because there's just so much cool stuff out there already that I've always been one to kind of cherish what's in the past instead of always being like, oh my god, 2 more months and this comes out. It's like, no, don't rush through life. It goes by fast enough. But this part's weird. I didn't really understand what I did yesterday to beat this part, but I beat it somehow. So B is close up and A is snipe. So yeah, he's a sniper, if you didn't get that part. And we're looking at this tower here, but like, is there a second tower? I'm really confused. Because I know you have to shoot a guy in like this upper part of the tower here. And I took a long time to figure it out yesterday, so thankfully I don't think there's a time limit or anything. But I don't know, like, B is zoom in, but you press B and, like, nothing happens. Is there a second tower? If I go left, what happens? Okay, so this is like a... There you go. So that's why. You're looking at this first tower, and there's nothing even on it. And then there's actually a second tower you're supposed to look at. Yeah, who doesn't love the weekend, right? So here we go. Moving on up in the world. We walk down another street. I kicked that guy in the groin, and it made him tell us about where a clue is. Don't think I necessarily deserve that, but I'll take it. I mean, everything is out to kill this guy. But that's just, you know, typical video games, right? So, again, you have a gun, which you can shoot, but he, like, stops moving, and he can't duck and shoot, so it makes it completely useless about these guys. And I tried to, kick that guy, but accidentally shot. Again, B is jump. It's very awkward. And then this first person section show up sometimes. So the strategy I've found is to deal with the people on the ground first, as they're the easiest to find. So just go from left to right or right to left and shoot them all, and then you go up into the sky and deal with the helicopters as they approach. I think I'm hitting those guys. It's okay. Again, every time you defeat an enemy, you get health back, so this game is super generous. So one thing I gotta laugh at is that the Japanese word for apartment building is mansion. But in this game, they translated mansion as like literal mansion, when it probably should have been translated to apartments. So this is apparently a mansion we're in right now, even though it's not. Big Phil, the old Guantanamo Bay technique. There you go. Andrew here using severe interrogation tactics. Overall, though, I don't have much of a complaint about how this game controls. As you can see, you have a lot of control in the air. So many games, it'd be like, oh, you've jumped, now you're stuck in that jumping motion. But no, he can move all over the place. And I appreciate when a game does that. Castlevania jumping, and you know, we all call it the Castlevania jump, even though a lot of games back in the day did it. But I think that's just kind of one of the most notorious ones for it. I mean, yeah, nobody likes that. It's the guy from the hotel, but he's not even giving us a room. Can we talk to the guys who can side flip? Yeah, they just, everyone in this series can obviously just jump, like, really high. Why was he, like, and then sometimes he moonwalks. I don't know why he starts doing that sometimes, but I don't know if you saw it there for, like, a brief second. It will probably happen again. And it's not good when he moonwalks, because it, if you don't notice he's doing it, it just completely, yeah, he did it again there. And I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but if you don't realize it, and you know, you don't account for it when you're attacking, it can cause problems. So last night when I tried to beat this game, by this time I had probably already died like 10 times. Just because when you don't know what you're doing, it's easy to mess up. But today we're doing better. And you don't know if they're going to be bad guys or not, but there's no penalty for, like, attacking someone who's not a bad guy. Like, look, another groin shot. And he still gives us advice. So yeah, just basically attack everyone. And then last night, because I didn't know better, I was trying to shoot. But then they just duck under it. So you don't help yourself by doing that. Might as well just get in close and kick them. Whoa, it's the guy from the hotel. No, literally they just... you know, didn't make different sprites for everyone. So a lot of people look the same in this game, which leads to the confusion that the story's kind of difficult to follow sometimes. Alright, he's giving us some advice. Oh no, they took him out. Why didn't they just take us out if they're going to take him out anyway? But thankfully they didn't, you know, kill him too hard so we can still spill all the beans. So now we gotta go take a dive into the river. And I think we're at the end of the map here. I don't think there's any reason to keep going left, but I will make sure so that we don't waste our time going all the way back to the right and then have to come all the way back. So, no, now we do a slow walk all the way back to the kind of the beginning of this area. And we actually get an underwater section. So if you didn't think that Golgo 13 was going to have water levels, well, you were wrong. And honestly, the water controls aren't that bad, so I won't even complain. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, water levels are the worst. And I always wonder why. Is it because sometimes swimming controls in games can be kind of janky? Generally, they're like slower levels than the rest of the game. So I suppose that can play a role. But overall, you know, as long as the controls are good, I don't mind underwater levels in video games. I think I need to go into a hotel around here, which doesn't really have a clearly marked door. So basically, when you play this game, you just have to press up all the time, because you never know what you can go in and what you can't. Like, did that look like you should be able to go in that any differently than anything else? Says he will keep his mouth sealed and proceeds to say where the hideout is. Exactly. And like, they didn't even change his name. Like, there are so many NES games that when they were brought over from Japan, if they were based on an anime, they would just like completely change the game, the names of the characters, the story and such to, you know, kind of Americanize it, because there was no knowledge of that anime in the West, so they kind of just turned it into its own thing. Dragon Power, the NES game, was actually Dragon Ball in Japan, but I guess the anime hadn't come here yet. You know, it was the 80s still. I don't think we got Dragon Ball here until like the 90s, so they completely kind of changed up the name and the characters and such. But this game, they didn't do it, and I appreciate that. Yeah, they got him. Condor was just lying there in the subway, telling his life story. To be fair, no, Dragon Power is pretty jank. I've beaten it. Once was enough. And that's the end of the game, everybody. We did it, and we didn't even need to use a continue. And it fills all your life up. It's on your upcoming top 100 worst games. Yeah, Dragon Power probably belongs on there, so you won't hear any complaints from me. But alright, there we go. That was an intermission we definitely needed. But yeah, a lot of games back in the day, and Dragon Power is particularly notorious for this, is that your health just drains even if you're not getting hit by anything. This game seems to do it too, but you get 200 life points, so you don't really notice it all that much. But Dragon Power, it's like, what's that? You're just trying to get to the end of the level? Well, hope you enjoy losing all your health, even though you've been dodging all the enemies. And it's not like health is always that easy to find in that game. So, yeah, Dragon Power, thank you for dunking on that one. It's probably one of the NES games that deserves it the most. So I hope everyone's enjoying this live stream of Pokemon Scarlet. But wait, what? This is Pokemon Scarlet? I've been lied to. Who gave me this? I bought this for $80 off Amazon and they sent me this. You watched it? Well, try playing it. Ow. My brain still hurts, and that was like months ago. This is a good time to be asking this, but hopefully all the levels sound okay, my voice and the game audio. Gonna take a drink here. There you go, all the way to Act 3, no deaths yet. So here is the swimming, and it's really nice. It's just using the D-pad. There's no, like, you know, A button presses or anything janky required. You can still shoot underwater. And killing enemies still gives you your health back, so there's actually incentive. And if you touch this seaweed, it's basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle seaweed. It just drains your health like mad. I don't know what is what it is with NES games and seaweed being the most dangerous thing, but it is. And you still get first-person shooting sections underwater. So overall, what do people think of this game so far? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? I think it's a fun game. Audio's perfect. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you need to go down and to the right. And these are mines. If you touch them, they will take off a lot of health, so you don't want to do that. Alright, and here is another kind of gameplay we haven't seen yet. First person, maze sections, if you can believe it. Now, here's the deal with these. The instruction manual provides maps for these areas. I am the kind of person who, under normal circumstances, would have no problem with mapping these out myself. I always have my graph paper ready, and as I've said, someday I will probably make a video about various maps I've drawn to help me beat NES games. But in this case, considering that they're provided for you in the instruction manual anyway, I think it just saves time for all of us, honestly, to not map everything out. It doesn't give you locations of like keys and stuff you have to pick up where the trap floors are. So it's not, you know, a complete strategy guide, but I am going to refer to the maps in the manual because getting lost in these first person sections, I don't think it sounds fun for anyone. But where are we here then? If I'm looking. So the way these first person sections work, and again, this is where there's going to be a lot of like flickering as we change directions and such. So if that's not your thing, you know, you might want to make sure you're in a well-lit room or you're looking away at the moment. Oh no, it's turned into Fester's Quest. It does look exactly like that, doesn't it? So sometimes these walls come down. You can throw a grenade to destroy those. And where exactly do we want to go here? Just trying to remember. I think you do a... And sometimes you'll encounter enemies too, which is interesting. But yeah, it is very Fester's Questy, isn't it? Okay, so there are also laser fields that if you pass through, you'll take massive damage. And there are goggles that you can pick up to see, but we don't have the goggles right now, so we're going to avoid that. So there. So when you encounter an enemy like that, you have to press A, and then press the direction of the enemy, so they'll either be in the center, to the left, or to the right, and then press A again. And you can farm these guys to keep getting grenades, keep getting health, and keep getting bullets, so use that to your advantage. Oh, there's the goggles. I'm gonna farm these to get back to 200 health. Here we go. Alright, so maybe what we're actually supposed to do here then is go down one more. Well, probably we're losing a lot of health there. Yeah, this is where I think we want to be. And your sprite's kind of big, so you gotta watch it. Okay, so yeah, this is where we need to be here. And I forget which direction we want to go. It kind of starts you in like the middle of the room. And then when you die, it takes you back to the beginning of it. It's very strange. So you can kick these things 3 times to get a whole bunch of your, or rather 4 times to get a whole bunch of your health back. So we're gonna do that. Alright, again, it looks exactly like the guy who ran the hotel, so a running joke's just like, it's the hotel guy who's behind it all. Apparently Golgo 13 is a manga and about an assassin. Yeah, it's like a really popular and long-running series in Japan, which always surprises me that they localized this game then, considering nobody has probably heard about Golgo 13 in North America. So, for those who weren't here at the beginning, Golgo 13 is the like code name of the main character that you play as. Which isn't initially obvious. Headed to Greece. Whoa. What is this? Double Dragon 3? Alright, and once again sent into a maze here. Let me just have a look. What exactly we got. So, facing north right now. Wait a minute. Where am I here? So this is south. We want to go this way. Oh, there we go. Well, I lost a lot of life in that side-scrolling section, so this is a case where if you don't like the constant flickering, look away for a minute while we farm for health here. But the Jade Wizard, hope you're doing well. I love that NES games just didn't care about flickering lights. It's like, you know, no one thought about it back then, I guess. And then you had the whole Pikachu incident. So again, look away if this isn't your thing. We just need to get back to 200 health. It's worth the potential brain damage to get that precious life points back. Alright, 200. Okay, so how does this room work again? I think you go like this. Going from the wiki, his other most used name is Duke Togo. Yeah, he gets referred to as by that name sometimes as well. It's weird that sometimes it's like it goes back and forth. Alright, almost done with this first person section. So sometimes the game kind of, you have to puzzle out how to use your grenades, because you can only hold 3 at a time. But just like that, there we go, we're on our way to Greece, and we still haven't died. He's unemotional, will pretty much destroy anyone in his way. Yeah, there you go. Look at him. Does that look like a face that shows emotion? I don't think so. There you go, being called Duke right there. So here's Greece. Can't you tell with all the classic Greece landmarks in the background? Here's another first-person section. Remember, deal with the guys on the ground first, and then go to the helicopters and stuff in the air. So, thanks to everyone who checked out that Pokemon Scarlet glitch video I recently uploaded. It's funny, I spent like a bajillion hours on the Pokemon ROM hacks video, and then you just put like a 17-second video of a Pokemon glitch up, and it gets like 3 times the views, which is pretty hilarious. But such is YouTube. Just happy people had fun with it. And thanks to my sister for getting me that footage. Groin shot. Kiryu and Golgo 13 should have a staring contest. There needs to be a crossover. Honestly, Evil's Death of Soul, I thought about you and Yakuza when I played this. And I was like, this guy feels like he'd be right out of Yakuza. You're more surprised they made the box legendary basically a motorcycle. Am I the only person creeped out by the fact that they like have like wheels and like you ride them around? I don't know. It's getting too weird for me. It's getting too weird for me. I was perfectly happy and it was just a bike and you did wheelies on it and stuff. It was cool. Everyone looked forward to that part of the game where you got the bike, and now you're like literally like riding around like a living motorcycle. I don't know. Pokemon, what are you doing? Okay, so this is the part of the game that I wasted so many lives and just so much time trying to figure out. It's on the other side of the Pantheon. Fine. So we're going to the other side of the Pantheon. That's what the guy just told us to do, so we're gonna do it. But you tell me if you would have figured this out. Alright, so we come back to here. And I'm gonna actually show you this. You have to go up here, which that's not the part that's tricky to figure out. But I found out because I did a lot of just exploring around this part trying to figure out what to do. I think if you go to the left here, we gotta deal with the first person section first. Come on, where's this last guy down here? So if you continue to the left, I think this is a box of cigarettes, so there you go, smoking in an NES game, in case you've ever really wanted to see that. I don't know what that does. Like, again, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this part, and then you just find that on the ground, and you're like, was that important? I need to pick that up? What does that do? But from what I understand, it's probably completely irrelevant, so you go up here, and it's fine. It says, go to the concert hall past the Pantheon, and I think that they call this the Pantheon, right? Or the Parthenon, right. So you figure, okay, keep going to the left, and there is something to the left. There's like a concert thing to the left, so you figure that's where I'm supposed to go. And you go there and nothing happens. So I spent like an hour trying to figure this out. I was gonna read the comments here. Scott Linux, the dialogue and story is pretty impressive for an NES game, right? And that's why, even though no one in North America had any idea what a Golgo was at the time, I can understand why they localized this, because it was just pretty neat and would catch your attention even if it wasn't something you really understood. The Steam Star Boss fights are also surprising considering the last Pokemon you fight in each boss. Really like the sprite work for Golgo. It feels very accurate compared to what most NES sprites were. Yeah, like, they did a very good job, I think, recreating, the base material, which, again, I'm not all that familiar with myself. I probably should get more familiar with it, and after playing this game, I definitely would not be against that. But, yeah, all around it's great. So basically, here it is, though. I explored all over the maps that you've seen in Greece so far, plus this one and the one to the left, which just have a ton of really strong enemies and will kill you, so you don't want to go over there if you don't have to. But what you're actually supposed to do is this spot right here where there's no trees, you're supposed to know to press up. And that is so cryptic that people had to write into Nintendo Power to get the answer for it. And then, anyway, because I spent all that time kind of demonstrating that, I've lost a ton of health, so can we farm for some health here? And he was moonwalking again. He's moonwalking again. See, that's what I'm talking about, is if he's moonwalking and you don't realize it, you're gonna lose health. Uh-oh, do we have our first death coming up? Maybe, because I was trying to explain the reasons that I died yesterday, and I ended up dying like a big dummy because of it. So there's our first death. Greece killed us. So the way it works is it now says number 2 on the title screen. If that gets to like 52, you can't continue anymore. But for as long as it still has, as long as it hasn't hit 52, now this is technically episode 2, guys. Golgo 13, episode 2, the part where he redoes all of this. And we're not going to waste time going and getting a pack of cigarettes now, as I died like a big dummy because I was trying to demonstrate what happened last night. And so, of course, what happens, but I died like I did last night. So let's actually play the game properly now. Yeah, so it's funny. That's how it works, right? So each kind of life is considered an episode. And I don't know what the significance of 52 is. Maybe there was an anime that only had like 52 episodes or something, so you can't go past that. I'd be curious to know if the Japanese version gave you less lives. I feel like it probably would. This feels, it feels like a case like Castle Quest, for example. I streamed Castle Quest like way back in May. And in that game, you get 50 lives to beat the game. Meanwhile, in the Japanese version, I think you only start with like 5. They really beefed it up for the North American one. I was fascinated to find out after. So this game might be similar to that. Or maybe they just give you 50 lives because why not? But that was our first death. So episode 2, here we go. I'm really confused. Is she like sinking into the floor or she's like laying on the floor? I'm not sure. Not the M16. But anyway, so as I said though, you get 52 continues and you'll be like, Andrew, how the heck did you manage to lose 52 continues last night? And again, that's because this part of the game, I spent literally like an hour on just trying all sorts of different things, and I wasn't as good as fighting the enemies, of course. And these guys are a big pain. You know, I wasn't as good at the combat when I first started playing the game, obviously, before I figured out kind of the best tactics to take enemies down and get around enemies. So you lose lives a lot faster that way. Your health can drain really fast if you're not sure what you're doing. And just like that. Thankfully, if you die in a first-person section like that, you start right there again. So episode 3, here we go. Episode 2 was a short one. But, you know, that happens sometimes. Writer's strike and all that. And these are mines, so the first time you play this, you're probably going to touch them, not really understanding what they're supposed to be, but you touch those and you take massive damage. Also, the person who made Golgo died last year. He wanted the comic to continue without him. Godspeed, good sir, Godspeed. Yeah, I mean, I actually did hear about this series. And it came up in a special where they were talking about how, you know, it started, I think, during the Cold War era, right? Because it seemed like a very... relevant topic back then, and it just kind of, kept going because it resonated with people. Why 52 continues, by the way, seems random. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if it's a number that's significant to the series or what. But yeah, very random. But we're on episode 3 now. Hopefully we don't need to get too far into that count. And I forget, who were you even? This one. Part of at the hotel. Yeah, so is this the one we saw at the hotel then? Alright, so another underwater section. So this is an interesting part here where this room will loop forever if you don't figure out how to get out of it properly. And I probably looped through it 3 times before I was like, oh wait, okay, I'm doing something wrong. And that's something that will happen later on in the game as well, where you'll realize, oh wait, this room is just looping around non-stop until you do like something special to get out of it, so keep that in mind. There's no significance, but fun fact, in 2020 the manga went on hiatus, which was the first time it did in 52 years. Whoa, foreshadowing. And before the game just turns into the NES Jaws, it does look a lot like that, doesn't it? You're not even wrong. So one thing that happens when you get game over, when you die, when you start a new episode, is that you lose half of your bullets. You can hold up to 400 bullets, and you're losing half of them sucks. So right here, I don't know what I did. So we're on episode 4 now, and again, lost half our bullets. You have to go inside that tank somehow, and I lost quite a few lives last night messing around with that tank, figuring that, like, once I said this room just keeps looping. So I figured, okay, that tank, the woman mentioned it has to be significant in some way. And finally, after like 5 lives lost, I got inside it, and I don't really understand what I did to do that. So we'll see if we can figure it out here. Hopefully without losing too many lives. But I had lost a lot more lives by the time we got to the, I got to this point last night, so I'm not feeling too bad yet. Gotta get our bullet count back up. It doesn't help that this tank thing coming up, the bullets it shoots take off a lot. So you don't really have much ability to kind of mess around with it. And you might think just, okay, well, go to the side and shoot the gun, but you can't blow up the guns. Like, how do I get into this thing? So there you go. So that's it. Like, it's very not obvious that you just, okay, touch this random section and you'll teleport inside of it, but there you go. So you can jump through the floor, but you have to jump first and then hold down. You can't just like hold down and then press the jump button like in Kirby, for example. Okay, and we died. See, that's what I'm saying. You lose health really fast if you start screwing up. But if we can just break this thing, it gives you a lot of your health back. I definitely approve of just like defeating enemies, giving you health and bullets. It always keeps you well stocked. There you go. Alright, another cutscene. Diego! Happy Saturday! Hope you're doing well. Will do, Azul. So with that, we have to work our way back to the right now, through the same level again, so it means time to blow up these laser things again and get more health. So yeah, all sorts of shenanigans going on. So as you saw, if you saw the opening cutscene, this helicopter blows up which had this virus on board, and they were going to try and blame Golgo 13 for it, who is the main character, but it's like, no way, he can't get blamed for nothing, so now we gotta go beat up the bad guys. We gotta work our way back here. Again, I love the platforming feels very good. You feel like a game like this would not have good platforming controls. The only thing they got wrong was that for some reason they made B the jump button. It's 1988. How do you not realize by that point that A is like the universal jump button? I understand it's still pretty early in, video gaming's life. Multi-button video gaming is you had the Atari 2600, which had one button, and then you of course you get like the 5200 and all that, which have way too many buttons. Like, isn't it like, how do you? Okay, I can jump on top of that. How do you go from the Atari 2600, which had one single button, to the 5200, which has like 15 buttons? It's pretty hilarious. But I can understand, there wasn't like a standard at the time which button should be jump and which one. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to go inside a building back here. Whoops! Did a whole bunch of extra distance there I didn't need to. Now we're probably gonna die as a result of it. These like, karate women here. Gotta be careful for them. So I think I was actually supposed to go in here. There you go. Hey, it's Odd Job from 007. Scott Linux, you appreciate the NES cutscenes, right? Aren't they nice? Seems like one of your fanfics. The Action 52 does that sometimes. Yeah, getting the B and A buttons mixed up definitely feels like a unlicensed game thing, but it happens sometimes in licensed games too. So now we got to go back to the left. And, you know, like, so there's another concert hall. So that's why if you've been, you know, keeping track, it was so confusing when I was playing this last night because there's like 2 concert halls and you think that they mean to go to one of them and then you get there and there's like no one there and like, is the game broken or what? But no, you had to press up at a completely nondescript place to proceed with the game. And again, obviously enough people were confused about that Nintendo Power had to publish like a whole block on what to do. What episode are we on here? I think we're on episode 4 or 5? Which means we have like 45 more continues to go. Meanwhile, this time, you know, when I got to this point last night, I probably only had like 10 of them left. Which, there's a good and bad side to having so many continues. The bad side is that you can play kind of sloppy at times, knowing like, I got like 45 continues left, no big deal. And then suddenly they just start like dropping and dropping. And before you know it, you're down to like 2. And last night, too, I wasn't even sure if I was going to do, like, a full playthrough last night. So I wasn't taking it too seriously at times. And as I got farther into it, I started taking it more seriously. And I kind of regretted some of the sloppiness I had done earlier. You shouldn't be proud of clearing everyone out in rapid fire. You probably think so, too. Yeah, in this game, there's no punishment for just kind of attacking anything and everyone. It's not Grand Theft Auto, so, you know, just go ham all over the place. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Think I can farm for some health here? Come at me, come on. I think he just kicked that bullet, which is pretty funny. I'm not trying to shoot. What's happening is, to do this kick, you have to press B and then A immediately after, but sometimes, I guess my thumb hits the A button just slightly ahead, and that's why you kind of just get locked in spot and shoot. It's not nice like Mega Man, where, you know, you can run and shoot at the same time. In this game, you gotta plant your feet before you fire that gun. But here wait a minute. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Even though we were just told to go to the theater or whatever, we have to go back to the hotel first. I forgot. So see how there's like a little bit of jank? Where a lot of the lives that I lost last night were me just trying to figure out what to do, since the game makes it sound like you should do one thing when actually you're supposed to do another. So that was my bad. I went somewhere I wasn't supposed to and got destroyed. But no, I was supposed to go to the hotel for some reason, even though I don't think I was told to go to the hotel. So it's not my fault. Which way was I going? I think I was going left. And that means we're going to have to do that whole kind of difficult section again, but hopefully we'll manage. And another hotel room visit. This game gets away with a lot that you wouldn't expect an NES game to get away with. And when I thought it was a 1986 game, I was like, okay, well that's a much earlier, you know, time in the NES's life. So not much was censored back then. But I'm actually kind of surprised how much they keep in this game. Like, we've seen cigarettes now and, you know, scenes like this. It's not like very descript, obviously, but it's kind of like The Simpsons, right? Where I watched a lot of Simpsons in like my early teenage years. And there's a lot of jokes that go over your head because you just don't know what they're referring to. You think you'd vibe with Golgo? Yeah, Golgo seems like a pretty rad guy, honestly. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I need to, you know, look more into the series after this. So now we need to go to that theater that we went to before, even though I could swear we were already told to go there. Oh, there we go. All that health I just got back, lost. Yeah, Golgo is like so freaking amazing that he can just kick a motorcycle and it explodes. I love it. I think this guy is like a talking guy or something. Okay. It did refill all of the health, yes. Chief Coral Cola, yes! Mr. Togo, Coral Cola. You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. When I think about this game, I think about back on the Sea Island forum. When we played that game, where it was like, guess what game I'm thinking about? And you did the Moffat Conspiracy, which was a sequel to this game. And you were like, oh, it's a sequel on the NES. And I'm looking through lists of like NES games that have a 2 in them. And then it blew my mind when it was, so I remember that to this day. I remember that to this day. You left an impression on me there. I've always wanted to play this game, and just for whatever reason never got around to it, so we're beating it now. And obviously the Moffat Conspiracy will come at some point in the future, but oh my goodness, that was a blast from the past. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So suddenly you get this guy, and it's Spartacus, and he's been hired to kill us. Honestly, it seems like everyone's been hired to kill us, so it's not really that much of a, you know, a groundbreaking fact as you might think. And so you fight him in like a first-person section here, but it's really strange. And like that's it. Like you think it's gonna be this massive ordeal, and then it just kind of ends. Alright, another helicopter section. Janky hitbox for the win. So the instruction manual is really bad when it comes to explaining things. Like, the game's translation's not bad. The instruction manual is a lot more questionable. And it will say, like, this enemy can shoot 6 times when what it really means is that you can defeat the enemy if you shoot it 6 times. So, like, these guys right here, I just thought, okay, they're invincible. But then I read the instruction manual and it's like, it can shoot 12 times. It's like, what? You know, what does that even mean? So then I shot it 12 times and it was like, oh, it means you can kill it if you keep shooting it. So there you go. So the first time I did these sections, I didn't realize you could defeat those guys. And that led to a lot of lives lost. But these guys, I think you can blow them up, but it's better to just dodge. Again, unlike a normal shmup where you would normally just spam the shoot button, you do have limited bullets in this game. But we have enough that it doesn't really matter. And again, I don't think I touched anything there. Defeating enemies does come with the benefit, though, that it gives you health and bullets back, so it's worth trying to waste a few to get some back. Can I not defeat that guy too far away, maybe? You've been Golgoing for decades. That's awesome. it's a really cool game. And, you know, back when NES games were more abundant out there in the wild and, you know, were easier to collect, Golgo was a game that I came across quite frequently, which means a lot of people back in the day must have bought it and played it. And I can understand why. Like, in 1988, this is pretty groundbreaking. I don't know if you can blow those guys up or not. I thought I did once, but whatever. Max health, max bullets. And then the helicopter blows up for some reason. It's not really explained why. Like, there was suddenly a bomb in the helicopter. And then Act 6. So I made it to Act 8 last night. And ran out of continues. So, yeah. It's not the first time I've made it really far in a game and ran out of continues and had to try again the next day. It happened to Blaster Master as well. You only get, I think, 2 continues in that game. So you start with 3 lives and you get 2 continues. So you get like 9 lives total. And I got all the way to the last area and ran out of continues. And by that time it was like 5 in the morning and I was just dead tired. So it honestly kind of came as a welcome moment where it's like, oh, all right, it's finally, I'm forced to go to bed. And then it's always great because then you play it the next day. And it's like you just breeze past all these parts that were so difficult the first time you played. Like, what are we at now? Like, I think we've had like 5 or 6 deaths. I'm doing way better than I did yesterday. So it's fun to be able to replay those parts and see how you've improved. And you were only a mildly traumatized kid. This is a pretty fascinating game to have played back when you were a kid. I could totally imagine, like, if I had learned about this game back in the day, I would have wanted it. I am old enough to the point where I did actually go over to friends' houses back in the day and get introduced to NES games that they had that I didn't, that I then wanted to go buy. Wait, oh darn. Yeah, I guess I just naturally went down last time. I didn't even know that the screen had an invisible wall at the end. Because there was a spot where you can go down, right? Yeah. Like, I wasn't big into Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. But I went over to a friend's house and they had Ninja Turtles 1. And I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun with this game. So then I went out and, you know, found my own copy. No, that's right. Gotta go down again. It's funny. These days, most people probably don't think of Ninja Turtles as a game where you'd go to a friend's house and then really enjoy it and want to buy it. But it's true. Like, it was a great game back in the day. And of course, still great to play today. I think most people over the years have come to realize that the AVGN's review of it is, it's like satire. It's comedy. It's not as bad of a game as he makes it sound. Now, I remember there's some mines here that are like really tough to dodge. So you just want to go in with as much health as possible so you can kind of tank the last couple. So let's try and keep our health up there. It's max right now. Everything is maxed right now. It's always good to see. Let me just see here. Parents got you this game specifically because they were trying to find me a Bond-like game. If only they knew all this stuff. I mean, they did a really good job, honestly. If that was their goal, I think they did a really good job. They could have got you James Bond Jr. instead. There we go. It's funny to think back to, you know, who knew back then about what you'd be playing and stuff. Like, I played GoldenEye when I was like 7. And you know, like, like I didn't think too much about the stuff in it as a kid. And you can't blow these up either, which makes it really, really tough. Like, I don't get what it wants here. Oh, wow, okay. So, we're probably gonna have to tank a hit or two here. Like, yeah, so whatever. We did so well that we were easily able to tank that. And I don't think I've ever actually killed one of these guys. I always just jump around them. Ah, tried to come down there and use that guy to get some health back, but yay, we start right here. So it's all good. Hey, why do I always jump up there? And again, you can't just do like in most games where if you hold down and press jump, you'll go through the floor. No, you have to jump and then hold down. Okay, so here we are, losing all of our lives. These are some very short episodes. Coral Cola, do you have any idea why you get 52 continues? Like, what is the significance of the number 52? Okay, maybe I just should not try to kill that guy and get the health back. Just tank everything. This isn't a very long room, I remember, so maybe we just need to run. There, that wasn't very hard. 52 weeks. Oh, you think? So like you know, one season of the show, 52. Oh, okay. I could see that. There you go. It's funny because if I think of like an anime, typical anime season's like 26 episodes or like 13. But yeah, I guess 52 makes sense in that regard. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh my god, we've already met Oz Wyndham though. He was disguised as him. Whoa, plot twist. Alright, so now this is a pretty involved map, I think. I think this is the one that's really involved. Actually, no, it's not. The next one is. Yeah. The first one was like a fake Oz, the not so wonderful Oz. Okay, so just looking at the thing here. Again, the map in the instruction manual doesn't tell you like anything about where anything is, so I still figured that out all on my own last night. But if it's in the manual, I don't see it being. See, what used to happen back in the day is. You know, game companies realized that North Americans had a shorter attention span. And then if they got like really stuck in a game, they would just like put it down or wouldn't want to play it or whatever. So North American instruction manuals tend to be a lot more helpful than Japanese ones. If you look at like RPGs, for example, like Dragon Warrior games, Final Fantasy, they all come with like 80-page, you know, novellas on how to beat the whole game in case you get stuck. And you know, that's not what I would never use one of those. When I beat all the Dragon Warrior NES games, I would never have wrecked them by like using the whole walkthrough because it's in the instruction manual. No way. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I guess I get why they would put them in there. The Drek Empire will be resurrected here and reign over the world, but before this we will oppose the unlucky 13. And we must wipe him out. So he wrote that down, you know? Just reading this guy's diary without permission. But we have everything we need now to get out of this room. Well, I should be, you know, beefing up here. So again, look away You know, Coral Cola, how did we do it? How did we play games back in the day with so much flickering? Like, I think back to, you know, beating bosses in Mega Man 2, and the screen will flicker. A particularly bad one is the dragon at the end of Wily Stage 1. It's just a black background, and it just flashes white in your eyes for like 5 straight seconds. And I'd be sitting, you know, like 2 feet away from the TV back in the day, lights off, middle of the night, and somehow I didn't explode. But, you know, these days, a lot more people concerned about that sort of stuff, I guess. Alright, actually, do we need more bullets? Probably not. Have I looked up what the true story is in Japan? So I don't typically look up anything about a game until after I've beaten it. So you can bet that after I've beaten it, I'll look more into it. Okay, well I'm playing this on a CRT TV, so I'm immune to it then. Sorry to everyone watching this, unless you are somehow watching my stream on a CRT, in which case, that's awesome. You can hear your grandma yelling, 6 feet from the TV, right? Used to hear that a lot back in the day, but now we all sit like, you know, 1 foot away from our computer screen, so. And with phones and all that. It's never happening. So this side-scrolling section is really simple. It's just like a easy walk down the street, if I remember correctly. I say that, now I'm getting my butt handed to me in the first-person section, but no, basically, I mean, there's not too much to do in terms of side-scrolling here. It becomes a first-person section again pretty quickly, I think. The real plot of the game ties together a lot of the plot points you're seeing in the game but aren't too sure of. Yeah, I could imagine that. Okay, so now we got this section. And if I remember correctly, so there's that laser field again. You can't go through that unless you want to take some damage. So we need to find the goggles, which I think... we're in this corner down here. I'm doing this with no map. I'm remembering this from last night. There's the goggles. And I searched for way... Whoa, I've never been hit by that guy before. So I was always curious, like, is he going to kill you in one hit? But no, he didn't. Okay, so now that we have the goggles, we can see the lasers. No. And yeah, I know where the key is now, but I searched way too long for the key last night. Welcome to Maze Hell, right? Again, I searched it way too long for the key last night that I still remember how it's laid out, so thank goodness for that. Okay, so even with the goggles, you can see the lasers now, but you have to time your movement perfectly, because if you touch the lasers, you'll take massive damage. Last night when I was playing this, I thought that if you touch the lasers, it was instant death, because if you touch them and then you don't touch anything else on the controller, you just outright die. But if you touch them and then you move forward again, you'll lose a lot of health. Like that. But you don't have to die. You can move to get away from that. Where am I here? Actually, I think I'm in the wrong spot. I think I went down this hallway for no reason. Right? Let me see here. No, I'm going the right way. And here's the key that I searched for like an hour last night. Okay, now I just need to... Okay. Need to get back to the main area. How do we do that? Oh, no, 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 no. My bad. They give you a lot of health, though, so it's much appreciated. And killing army people gives you your grenades back, so you want to get back to 3 of those. And now this, I think we're... So the reason we needed the key is because this door was locked originally. And that lets us go here. All of the girls in the Japanese version strip. Well, there you go. I'm surprised they even left in, you know, the bedroom, you know, inference on what goes on there. I'm surprised at that for a Nintendo game, but there you go. There's a level select, a removed karaoke Easter egg in the pause screen. Huh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to looking it up later. Yeah, level select would have been nice. I could have just, you know, not replayed the whole game, but I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing how much I've improved, and I hope that you've enjoyed seeing this too. Wouldn't have been much of a stream if I just cheated back to what I'm assuming is near the end of the game. But okay, this map I'm a little less familiar with. I know we have to go to the basement and pick up the M16. Just trying to remember how we do all that. Okay, there we fall through the floor. And that brings us to... Here? Where is here? Oh. Right, like this is a... That goes down. I don't think I need to go down anymore. Just think of it like the original Netflix. You can skip to whatever episode you want, right? What am I looking at? There's... Yeah. So that's here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right? Well, I know we go here. And you go through these doors. And this was like just a maze of doors right here. Wait, no. Right? No. And then from here, where do we go? I'm pretty sure we go left. Whoa. And those guys will just drain your health if you let them hit you for long enough. But you got it all back. And here's those lasers again. Yeah, figuring out that those lasers aren't insta-kill was a big revelation last night. Suddenly they weren't as scary. Shoot, I don't think that's what I wanted. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to redo that part. So here's gonna be a lot of flashing as I quickly get back there, so cover your eyes should it be necessary. Fortunately, that means more lasers. Okay, so we go down. Now we're in the basement where we get our weapon back. Woohoo! Actually, no, we're not quite in the basement yet. You go down one more floor here. There you go. They're much nicer in Moffat? Okay. I will appreciate that then. I remember in here you get your bombs back, so we'll do that. Yeah, they're pretty evil in this game. Like, it's pretty bad when you have the goggles and they're still really difficult. Like that. But thankfully they put a guy here who gives you 20 health back per kill. So we will farm that for a minute. No, 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 no. I gotta get health back after that. For goodness sake. Okay. Whatever, I think in this room is the gun we've been looking for. Hey, it gave us all of our health back. Okay, there you go. He just... Oh, he's so happy to get his gun back that his health went back to full. And this is why it's important to get all your grenades back, because you can take the shortcut back to the beginning here, instead of having to go through all those lasers again. Okay. Alright, so we're back to the beginning of this room now, I think. How does this work again? Yeah, so this one... I also like that it changes to the main theme after you get the gun. Like, it's just... I figured that this was going to be the end of the game once you get out of this area. And then it wasn't. So I was very surprised last night. I was like, yeah, I beat the game! And then, no, it keeps going. Don't you worry. I guess, you know, it makes sense, but... Alright, there you go. Maze hell down. Hopefully that's the last one. I don't know if there's any more after that, but that is hopefully the last maze. I'd have to think we are very close to the end now. I would have to think. This is where I got game over. Or I lost all my game overs yesterday. It's in this next area here. Imagine if actual office buildings were designed like this. GG, thank you. Alright, time to go into the spooky forest from Paper Mario. Golgo doesn't talk much, does he? He's like Gordon Freeman. You able to shut your mouth then? Oh no. Am I going to have to get the graph paper out? Am I seriously going to have to get the graph paper out? Don't tell me I'm going to have to get the graph paper out. Okay, so... Again, this is... I got game over in this jungle. This room will just loop over and over again. And it was after I had looped like 4 times, I'd realized there's just a completely random spot you have to press up in to move to the next room. So, I think it was after like the 3rd or 4th bazooka guy. So it's not yet. You can farm these girls forever to get your health back. So we'll try maybe. No, I don't even think I touched that. But okay, this is where we need to be careful. We're on episode 10 now. Again, you can't duck and shoot at the same time, yet all of the enemies can. So it's very cheap. Like, I guess, okay, those were counting as hits then. So as long as you have bullets. The problem is that when you shoot, you freeze. So if you get attacked in that time, there's pretty much nothing you can do to dodge it. I haven't been keeping track of how many bazooka guys I've killed, so I don't know if I've missed the invisible door yet or not. I'll just keep pressing up in case. No invisible door yet? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's between kind of like 2 big trees. And this is where I died and never made it past yesterday. It'd be nice if I could kick that guy. And see, like, you shoot at him, and then he ducks immediately, and you can't duck to shoot him, so you just have to take it in the knee. I should probably be pressing up, shouldn't I? I haven't been pressing up to make sure there's no secret doors. I don't like how there's nothing for a while here. This is very scary. Oh, first person section, which is fine. Okay, it's not fine. It is not fine. But thankfully, when you die in the first person section, you continue at it typically. Welcome to the jungle. We got a funny game. There you go. So you know what? Wow, this is rough. All right, I take it back. I'm very scared. Whoa! Why did I? I don't even know where I'm being shot from. Okay. Oh. Like, we were deceived? Like, it wasn't even that obvious. You would think the story would make a bigger deal about it. Oh, so there is another base. Dang it. That has to be it, though. That has to be the end. Oh, more scuba gear. All right. Hey, even the fish are after us now. Remember, everything gives you health, so destroy everything. I don't know if that thing gives you health. Whoa. Where? Oh my goodness, I never die at the underwater ones. I screwed up there somehow. I don't get it. Like, sometimes you just get shot off screen and it feels like there's nothing you can do about it. Like, tell me where I'm being shot from and I can try and stop it, but... Like, I don't know. Like, how was I supposed to not get hit by either of those? Like, this is as fast as you move right now. Okay, 2 of them in a row. That's what we want to see. Oh, there you go. Panic shooting paid off. And yeah, dodge those somehow. I think Mythbusters tested it and you can't shoot a gun underwater, but Golgo is just such a boss that he can do whatever he wants. It's Odd Job again. So there is an Act 9. Apocalypse now! Oh my goodness. Alright, it's time to jump over landmines. Perfectly spaced, perfectly visible. Should I still be pressing up all over the place? Probably. Okay. It's all airborne stuff from the looks of it. No, there's tanks, I guess, too. I don't see anything, though. Alright. Now where's the tanks? Is that a tank? It's like a turret. I guess that would be one of the things I'm supposed to blow up? Okay. Let me just see what we got in the comments here. Monterance Ross. It's good when you die, the game starts you back in the same place instead of starting you back at the beginning of the game. Yeah, so depending on the situation, sometimes you'll go back a few screens, but overall it's very generous in where it allows you to restart. And you get 52 continues as established earlier. 1 for each week of the year. So it's very nice in that way, but it didn't stop me from, you know, running out of continues last night. This is just a game where, like, your first playthrough is going to be pretty janky, it feels. Okay, hold on. I took way too much damage from that guy. And again, thankfully, if you die in a section like this, you just, like, start back at it, so... It feels like these sections would be really good with a light gun. Like, you get Bayou Billy where, you know, some of the levels of the game have light gun support, and then other ones you just play with the controller. It's really cool. I have never killed one of these guys. I don't plan to start today, or maybe I should. Okay, I guess we're figuring out how to kill those guys. Wait, all the way back here? Oh, well, there you go. So... whoever in the comments just mentioned that the game starts you where you stopped. You jinxed it, darn it! I guess we are going to have to figure out how to kill the flying guys. I assume just shooting at them a bunch of times probably works. Seems to be the solution to most problems in this game. Like, again, when you shoot, you are just frozen for like 3 seconds. So there's nothing you can do to dodge. There you go. Okay, so I guess we'll, like, I don't know what it wants from, like, okay, so we actually killed these guys. I like how you can shoot bullets and missiles too. Like, this guy is just so accurate that he can hit stuff like that. Okay. 5 helicopters. Oh, that wasn't very good. Can we please almost be at the base? Okay, I can... What, my goodness! Do those guys respawn? Or should I just keep going? More of these guys? Ugh. Oh, there you go. Get away from me. Is that it? Can that please be it? Okay. Okay. Oh, oh! And he's toast. Think of tanks as med kits, exactly, right? Killed your parents? Oh yeah, I mean, no, not us. She's talking about the other guy. I thought she was like, we killed your parents? When did I miss that plot point? But no. They took her out too? But wait, there's more. Wait, I don't need to go through a maze in 6 minutes, do I? Act 10. From here to eternity. Okay. If I, Coral Cola, if I die... Okay, I can pause this and read your comments. Welcome to the pyramid base in the middle of the Amazon. Oh, they were hinting at one point to maybe have light gun support. Interesting. Coral Cola, if I die now, how far back do I go? Will I start at the beginning of this chapter? I don't have to start back at the pyramid every time, do I? Please tell me I don't. This chapter. Okay, thank goodness. That pyramid was pretty rough. I'm honestly surprised it didn't take me more tries. And just in case there is like a moment where there's a time limit or something and you can't pause, we're just going to take an extremely brief intermission, and I'll be right back, so stay tuned for the next episode. Hello everyone, welcome back. Even Golgo needs bathroom breaks, I'd assume. Unless, you know, if he can kick a motorcycle, maybe he has evolved to the point where he does not need to. I've also grabbed the graph paper just in case, praying that we don't need it, just in case. Graph paper and clipboard, pencil, and eraser. But please, I hope we don't need it. But 3, 2, 1, go! Hopefully the microphone's well positioned. Wonderful. Oh. Nope, that was fast. Where are we gonna start? From this point. Perfect. Wow, the game just unloads everything on you all of a sudden. It wasn't that kind of a bathroom break. There are some people when they stream, they have to have like a hydration bot or something to remind them to drink. It blows my mind how people can forget to drink. Me, I'm just like, every 5 seconds I'm chugging back some water here. Blow up, please. Thank you. So I don't understand why your life points decrease even when you're not taking damage. Like, Golgo is always just that many moments away from extreme destruction. Alright, is that it? The mysterious fake has vanished on Alexander Island. And there's still more? Oh, we're in the Arctic now. Oh, we're in the South Pole. Oh. Going off screen probably resets this guy's health too. You never know if you should shoot those guys or if you should pause for a moment because they're going to attack you like that. Aha, ducked under that one too. And somehow ducked under that one. Should I be pressing up in case there's like a secret area? Oh. It's our old friend Karate Woman. Where am I being attacked from? Is there a boat or something? Is that what that symbol is? Right. Where? Sometimes he moonwalks Coral Cola. Do you know how to get him to do that? It's actually really annoying when he does it, but you also have to be kind of impressed. I tried to duck, but shot it too low. I don't care if it's a civilian or what. At this point, if I see someone, I'm blasted. Oh, we fell to the Godfather! I actually just watched this movie. Hopefully it's not The Godfather Part 3. Welcome to Antarctica. Rio is not actually that far from Antarctica. How is he shooting down planes anyway? Karate Woman has an O2 problem. Alright. You just realized what that pink emote is in the shape of. That's funny. Alright, you've always turned the impossible into the possible. That's me, Golgo 14. I don't think you can stand this place any longer. Arbose? Obviously, none of the proofreaders made it this far into the game. We'll teach you what souvenirs you can bring back from here. Okay, I thought maybe that was another one. Sleeping somewhere deep. Like, that's such a literal translation about he's like somewhere deep in the base. It's like, yeah, he's asleep right now. This is funny. You won't be able to hit him. Okay. Alright. There is another secret base. And it doesn't look like there's a time limit, so I got the graph paper. I guess we're gonna do it. I guess we're gonna graph this. The problem is I don't know where to start on the page because, you know, our boy. So where should I start? Maybe around here will work. Like this is so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 spaces north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do it somewhere in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like it just goes straight like that. Turn a corner to the right, and you go another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this just gonna be like a spiral? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far, it's not really much of a maze. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I don't need to map this one out after all. Cola, you spooked me. Made me think it was gonna be really difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And then there's a door. I don't like the smiley face, Cola. You're spooking me. Okay, I can open the door, and of course there's a ladder. Cartographin, a guy muttering numbers to himself. What did you stumble into? Welcome. We're mapping out the maze here. Okay, so that looks like we just went down the stairs there, and we're facing south now in a perfectly square room with a ladder that goes up. Okay, so I'll place this about here. Should be good, I think. So the doors to the left, doors to the east, and it looks like it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And it's another. I should be making sure there's no doors on like all the walls. That's what will happen. They'll hide one somewhere you don't see it. So far, it's very straightforward. I'm mapping this for no reason. That last maze was really I'm holding the pencil. Dang it. This is why you don't go into an enemy base with drawing equipment. And I just hit a dead end. Okay. What am I missing? Is this why you're laughing? Okay. Cola? Is it a maze? I'm gonna get full health back. I must have missed a door somewhere. Oh, there's the door I missed. Gotta fix my map. Okay. That takes us to here. All right, so what that does, it's actually, I think, the first time we've seen this in this Let's Play, is that gives you 400 ammo, except we don't need it right now, so watch. It's probably like it's, whatever, I'll pick it up. It'll be like, you can't beat the game because you didn't pick up that box that looks exactly like the ammo, but actually wasn't. Okay, so we'll go north. And that gives us another door to the left. And a really long hallway to the right. I guess we'll check out the door first. And it's just a guy. It looks like. And not much else. Alright, now here, how many paces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Door. Oh! I swear if I wasted my time mapping that. Who's this? What is this, the freaking Phantom of the Opera? Smirk. What is this, like the deal at the end of Dragon Warrior? This world, I'm telling you, the proofreader could not get this far in the game to actually proofread everything. This world will ours. No way! Wow, for a guy who's not, much for words, that's a really strange thing for him to say all of a sudden. If you say what? There's still more acts? Wait, now he's laughing? What? Wait, so is he supposed to be mean? Like they both look the same? Oh, another maze. Wow. Okay, well, this is the moment when I would go, I didn't need to map that last one, so I won't map this one. And then this one will be like extremely necessary to map. Oh, no, it's just like a battle, I see, okay. So maybe I don't need the map then. Oh, I see, I'm not pressing. I keep forgetting I have to press A before I can shoot him. There you go. When he's shooting at me, is like, should I not? Is that it? Did I beat the game? Oh, can I go forward to the door now? Okay, I'm not mapping this. Forget the graph paper. We'll figure it out. Doesn't seem to be too much of a maze, anyway. Oh, we got a choice of 2 doors! This is a case where one of them leads back to the beginning of the game, and one of them gives you the ending. That's kind of scary if that's the case. Oh, this is a... Okay. Okay. I know, I'm kind of scared. Like, normally I would check everywhere, but I'm kind of just scared right now. Crap, it is a maze. I should have been mapping this. I knew it! I knew it! I should have kept the graph paper out. This is all my fault. Okay, I'm gonna spam you for sure. Again, if anyone doesn't like epileptic moments, look away for a moment here while we grind for health. Ugh. No, 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 no. Oh, is this... Okay. I don't know, Coracola. You're scaring me. I'm gonna go back and check that door. I don't trust your silence. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna... I mean, I could use grenades to go back. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I don't know. You're spooking me in the chat there, Coracola. But I will, let's keep proceeding with the game here. Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh, we still have the goggles, I guess. Oh, great. Ah. How far back does that send you? Okay, that's not far. So the last boss is just lasers that we have to get by. This time I'll check the other door. Okay, was this the other door? Nothing? Wait, no, this is the door I went last time. Huh. Huh. Well, they really both kind of continue in different ways, huh? Don't want to make a mistake I can't take back, right? This is probably the wrong way. I'll take the bullets, thank you. And a health refill. Okay. So that's what we missed by going down this way. Now we know we can sleep well. Okay. So otherwise, no biggie. I'm gonna keep doing that to get bombs back. Stressful. Very stressful. Nope. Man, is it like they are not forgiving. And I used to be good at them. I feel like you just need patience, but they're hard to react to. Is that literally how the game ends? With like a hallway of just nothing but lasers? That's the final boss? There's no other doors here, right? Okay. Oh, the Jade Wizard, take care. Thanks for watching. Dr. Evil's on the other side laughing. It is a stressful game. It's just like, ugh. And to think I thought I was almost at the end yesterday, when really I guess I still had quite a bit to go. I can't believe it's after 3:30. Doesn't feel like we've been playing for 2 hours, but... Okay. Hopefully I continue here if I die, at least. And the game is very nice that when you die, it gives you full health back. Guess we're jumping in. Okay. The game goes on. I feel like we should have been done. I thought the story feels pretty wrapped up, but, you know, Golgo's got a mission to do, and no one's gonna stop him, I guess. This is the extremely empty underwater section, where nothing eventful happens. Feels like the end of Castlevania 2. They just ran out of time or something. You know, here's Dracula's castle, enjoy. Not one enemy in it. Please don't be a dead end. Please, 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 please. Okay. 8 guys to fight. What blew me up? Why did that only give me 10 health? Well, I have no idea where I got hit from, but I did. Okay, 21. Episode 21. Has everyone been enjoying the series so far? I have. This has been great, but it is stressful. Okay. Since we got into a battle, I assume we're going the right way? Don't know if I should have gone up or to the right. Well, it seems like in past experience, the right is like always kind of leads you to where you want to go, but this might be looping now. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it is looping. Oh, I should have gone up. Okay. It's okay. We know now. Alright, so next time I see that we can go up, we will go up. Hit the texture underwater is kind of weird. Your sprite's really weird because when you're moving, you're horizontal, but then when you stop moving, you go like vertical. Can we squeeze here? Wow, we just barely can. Okay, this is new, so I'm going to assume we're doing the right thing. Oh, I see a base or something coming up. Is this it? Can this be the end? Can this be the end? No! I think I touched the... I don't think I actually touched the side of the screen, but it looped me back to the other side. Oh. That's probably going to cost me, isn't it? Like, I don't think I really touched the side of the screen, but the game didn't like it, so here we go. If it looks familiar, it's because it is, so... Like, I feel like just take a hit. There we go. There's still more! Act 13, and there were none. Alright, this music sounds pretty endgame. Well, and we're dead. Please do not send me too far back. Okay, that's pretty evil. That's evil. Whoa. I mean, it could be more evil, I guess. It could have sent us, like, way back. Could have had to do the lasers again, but... I'm actually shocked how far it just sent us back. I haven't been reading the comments. Let me catch up on those for a second. Get ready for this? Yeah? Are there any more oh, shoot. I think I went down last time. Are there any more continue points? I hope so. But I will say one thing. This game has better swimming controls than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so it has that going for it. Like, you just use the D-pad. None of this mashing A to swim or anything like that. You just go where you want to go. It's very nice. And we gotta do this again. The good thing about these parts is that typically if you die during them, you just like start right there. I like how everything blows up. Like you shoot a person, blows up. Oh, Can I shoot these for some health? Maybe? Not really. They go by way too fast. Like, I don't want to hit any of these, but if you go too far to the right, you screen transition. I can't believe there's not a checkpoint at the beginning of this chapter. We'll probably die from that thing, as I was in the middle of saying, is if we can at least kill that thing, it gives you like 80 health back. So we can farm it for a couple minutes, but it's just getting that first, getting that first kill. We just need a little bit more health. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. Thanks for stopping by to watch some Golgo 13. While I'm sure there's probably like a billion Pokemon, Violet and Scarlet Let's Plays out there you could be watching instead. I don't know. Those are really particular to try and get by without taking any hits. Okay, full health. Let's do this. Isn't there usually something around here that hits me? Or maybe I'm just thinking of these guys? Okay. Look at that. I was like, oh no, and then I get hit by something stupid like that. I was actually like clipped into the bomb there and didn't get hit, so maybe they're a little more lenient from the right side? I don't know. I just want to get by them. Ugh. Then you get jammed on the rock there a little bit. It's kind of scary. Okay, I'm just gonna take the hit again. Hopefully 68 health's enough. But when you get to chapter 30, there better not be. There better not be 30 chapters. There's no way. There's no way there's going to be 30. This has to be it. This feels like endgame. Like, this feels like the endgame. It has to be. It's a common thing for NES games to tell you how many levels the game is, like, before you play it, or the instruction manual will go over, like, these are the 7 levels in the game. But this game doesn't. This game doesn't have any kind of hint for exactly how long it is, which is kind of interesting. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. You might think I'm crazy, but I kind of just want health. There you go, 200. I don't know why I always stop and shoot. It's just like a natural reaction to see an enemy on the screen and press the shoot button. I guess because I shoot these guys. I think I was moonwalking there for a second. I don't know if you can jump kick these guys or not. I always just seem to shoot them. Alright, lasers coming up. Oh, I see an elevator. Is it elevator time? What is this? What is this? Why is it like Mother Brain or something? Target you've been looking for is me. Latest in Trek technology. Cola. I was like, what? Is it supposed to be a brain? It could be a lot of things. But I'm assuming that's probably what it's supposed to be. It's like his brain in the jar. No, it's a talking brain. You can be a little more impressed by it. If you don't get me in 3 minutes... Oh. Okay, so I'm shooting this. What should I be shooting? Should I be shooting the brain? Should I be shooting the guys? It doesn't really explain very well, huh? Oh, there's a big head. There's like Zoda? Well, I'm dead. What does that mean? And then now you start at the beginning of chapter 13. Okay. Okay. Okay, so do I shoot at like the brain in the jar, or am I supposed to shoot each of the guys coming at me? I don't like in a boss battle when it's not explained what part you're supposed to hit. I mean, there's like no indication if you're actually dealing damage or not. I don't know how many boss fights I've done in NES games over the years where it's like, I think I'm doing damage, then like 5 minutes later, you've just been wasting your time. I'll look around a bit more next time. Okay. You know, it gives you a time limit. It throws all this stuff at you. It doesn't exactly put you in the mood to you know, shift your eyes to different locations, but I believe you if that's what you say to do. And nice of it to finally let you start at the beginning of chapter 13 here, though. Weird that it wouldn't just do that to begin with, but... I don't know why I'm shooting it, but... Alright, get ready for an incredibly surprising cutscene we've never seen before. Unfortunately, there's no way to skip cutscenes, from what I can tell. So you gotta listen to it again, but this is a good time to take a drink. It took you quite a bit of time to figure out. Well, I think we have like, what, 25 more lives to figure it out. Hopefully we're good. I was really afraid when it talked about like a nuke going off and stuff that it would be one of those moments in a game where it doesn't matter how many lives you have, how many continues you have, it would just wipe them all out. Like, can I... There's the door. Look around. Like, these white things? No. Can we go up? Oh, we can go up a little. Oh, oh! Are there any other flashing lights? Okay. Well, we figured something out. Basically, I was just looking for anything flashing at that point. Of course the lasers are on the screen a little bit, still. Can I just farm up the lasers for a bit? No. Maybe. Yes. I don't need to shoot these guys. Welcome to Golgo 13, the Clone Wars, right? This game took a turn. I was not expecting clones and talking brains and everything at the beginning of it. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. I kind of dig it. I noticed you don't have like a bullet limit anymore. Why isn't it breaking anymore? Oh, finally. Can I just shoot the brain now? I like that they include the door that you came in through. Very realistic. Even if, no, it has to have a light. Does that let me then attack another one? Maybe if you kill the guys a little bit, right? Okay, there you go. There you go. So they come out of the capsule thing, and then you have to break the thing at the top to stop them from constantly coming out. And you get health back from doing that, which is nice. Okay, we've figured out the boss. We've figured out the boss. And you get health back from killing their heads as well. All I can see is Zoda in the first fight of Chapter 8 Coral Cola. Where? Where am I being shot from? Oh. Okay, this might unfortunately not end well. Okay, but I think now that we understand, we got it. 26, halfway there, halfway through the year worth of episodes. Was it worth it? Did you stick through with the whole series? So get to the end where it becomes the Clone Wars. Ugh. I didn't mean to shoot it, but it worked. Alright, cutscene time! In an age before, I guess, the concept of, you know, skipping a cutscene that you've seen 5 times wasn't commonplace. I can't imagine it taking us 2 more tries, though. Although saying that is usually the kiss of death. And I got the graph paper out for nothing, now it's just taking up space beside me here. It's funny that the second last kind of maze place, or was it the third last? There might have even been another one after it, was like the most complicated one. How many shots does it take? Or am I just not hitting it right? Okay, like sometimes it feels like it takes like 5, and then other times it feels like it takes more. That one didn't take many, maybe because the guy was in it? I'm not exactly sure what the method to the madness is. Oh. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, he just keeps dropping out because I'm not blowing this thing up. Now, they never stop attacking you, so it's kind of like, in what moment am I supposed to do these different things? It's just a matter of figuring it out. If you have a moment, try and look at the clones. There's so much going on, how can you look at anything? But okay. Like it looks like they have like a... Hope that doesn't mean I go back even farther. Oh my god, it does! It does too! Oh, curse it all! Curse this game! Well, we're doing the underwater part again in case you really, like, you know, you didn't see enough of it. I never really realized that. Oh my goodness. And then what if we die during this part? We probably go back and even another part. That's not what we want. I'm kind of in the mode now where I just want to fight the final boss. I'm not thinking too much about this part. Well, there goes that. Okay, it starts me at this. Thank goodness. Oh, my brain's just running a mile a minute now. I want to fight the final boss again, but instead I'm stuck here. Oh, now I'm being shot from I don't even know where. Thankfully, shooting missiles coming at you gives you a lot of health. There's an arrow pointing this way. Where is the guy? There he is. You couldn't get through the platforming consistently. Ah, yes. No, it just goes to show we can't take our mind out of the game for even a second here. I hate how you get stuck there. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Tank it. Yeah, first try, of course, right? Alright. Hopefully we can do this again. Okie dokie. Hi again, brain. Yeah, don't you remember we were just here, and then we were here again before that, and before that. Like, so I'm not, like... Like, so... I see you hit in the middle there, and then the head comes at you. But I'm not sure, like, I feel like I should be destroying the light first, right? Because then they don't respawn? And I'm shooting these guys. Why are they still respawning? Or still shooting at me? And now I've got double head attacking me here. Is there any other one with the flashing thing? No? Shoot, where is he? Oh. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have been focusing more on these guys. Yeah, get up close so I can get some health off, yeah. $30 seconds, huh? $20 seconds. Wait! Why? Did I run out of health? I didn't even see. I thought I still had time. I thought I was doing well. I'm not exactly sure why I died. I thought I was looking at my health bar, and I thought I still had enough left. Was I doing the right thing at least? I think I was doing okay. And I think I still had 10 seconds left on the clock, so... Ugh. Is this one of your favorite games, or is this just the game you like somewhat? I've never beat this game before, and until yesterday I hadn't even played it. It's just another one to knock off the list. But it's one I've always wanted to play. And it's not like anything stopped me, but just, you know, got to it now. There was a reason that's kind of dumb. Okay. I'm guessing because you need like 10 seconds to actually finish off the brain or something. How come sometimes when you shoot them they get closer up and then other times they don't? Oh, so you get 20 health for killing the guy and then 20 health for... Shoot, this is wasting so much time. So maybe they blow up easier when the guys come out of them, or not? I'm really confused of the consistency when it comes to... I have no idea where I'm being hit from now. Ah, I've screwed up this run, probably. That should be it, right? Wait, no, where's there one more guy? Oh. What? What? Why? Why? What happened, Coral Cola? Explain! Please make it make sense! There was still time! No, 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 no! Sometimes that thing is relentless. Ah. How much was left? I could swear there was like 13 seconds left. So is it a matter of like 10 seconds left is no good? You have to be faster than that? So technically you only get like 2 minutes 50 seconds to do it? That's what it's looking like. Oh my goodness. I think we've got the fight pretty much figured out. It's just perfecting it. And it doesn't help when we have to redo the water part. Where? Where am I being shot from? Oh, up there, huh? I think you need 15 seconds for the final thing, which you haven't seen yet. Interesting. Nice to know that there's a final thing. I mean, I assumed anyway. It's not a spoiler. But we understand now. After you defeat all the guys, like I wasn't expecting targets to appear above the door. So there's that. Oh, don't take a silly hit from one of those. Cool final boss battle, though. Sometimes, in, you know, older games can disappoint with what they end with, but that's good. Okay. Well, I can't. It's not gonna work. Need more health than that. Oh my goodness! Stop it! Stop it! Stop hurting me! I don't know if you get full health back when you go into the battle or not, but okay, I'm just gonna go into the door so that if I die, I start in this part of the game. I'm trying to be realistic, and oh well, there's 3 minutes left. I need a few seconds to actually flip the switch off. Okay, so hopefully it fills your health. It probably won't, so I'll just have to redo that room again. No, it doesn't fill your health. Amazing. So, is there a reason why sometimes the flashing dots take longer, Coral Cola? I'm very curious. Yeah, this run's not happening. Just take me out, guys. Take me out. Anthony Gleason! Hello! Welcome to Golgo 13, where it feels like we've been playing it for 13 hours. This is the final boss. It has been a fantastic game. And we just need the... Darn it. Okay. We just need to put the final pieces together, Anthony. And then we can put Golgo 13 to rest. But okay, it's good to know I'm not doing something wrong with the dots then, so I should just be kind of spamming them. So there's no trick to like, okay, you can only shoot the dots when the guys are being cloned or whatever. Good to know. Yeah, 198 will do it. Okay, have we seen this cutscene? It's amazing the first time you see it. It's like, what? Mother Brain's the final boss? And then you see it like 10 times and it's like, oh. I love the different font for the brain, so it really feels freaky. I've definitely shot this one less times before and defeated it. Okay, good. Two of them come out then, since the other one's broken? Wow. I wasn't expecting that. At least you get infinite ammo. It's really nice. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, Coca-Cola. Oh. At last, the battle has been finished. Oh my goodness. That was great. Oh, yes. That's what you want. That was a good final battle. Chief Coca-Cola with the $4.99 super chat. Andrew13, thank you. Thank you. Duke Togo as Golgo 13. What a cool freaking game. That was awesome. That was amazing. I had so much fun. And thank God for 52 continues. On this upcoming Thanksgiving weekend, remember to be thankful for having 52 continues to beat this game. Wow. That was so cool. And to everyone who joined, thank you. Did I win? I did it, the Green Lightning. It's over. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that was like 3 hours. I thought it would take less time than that. Considering I already played part of it yesterday and, you know, had remembered what to do. What a good game. What a good game. If this is, there are so many hidden gems on the NES. Like, who talks about Golgo 13? Someone said Pat the NES punk might have. But who else talks about Golgo 13? Probably not enough people. Yeah, Stellar Steel, welcome! Yeah, I mentioned it looks like it should be a game kind of like Bayou Billy, where some sections are controller sections, some sections are zapper sections. It would have been neat, but you know what? We did it! And you even get a staff roll. This is pretty high tech for back then. Besides patent, yeah, right? But Chief Coca-Cola, thank you. Thank you for being here, and the helper seat. I appreciate that a lot, because there's some things in this game that can be pretty cryptic for sure. Like that final battle. I mean, I thankfully had enough continues that I'm sure I would have figured everything out eventually, but who needs to spend another hour doing that, right? Oh, it's just so nice to not have to replay that swimming section and all that again. Salutes, thank you. Thank you. Well done. And it's funny because I've always, for however many years it's been now, like 15 years, associated with Golgo 13 and the Moffat conspiracy with you. So for you to show up on the screen, on the stream, really means a lot. So thank you. Okay, so do I want to know the plot point that will blow my mind? As long as it's about this game specifically and doesn't leak over into Moffat at all. But yes, I would. Look, there really are credits here. Like, a lot of people put a lot of work into this game. And it showed. It was a great game. Alright, very good then. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you saw the final battle there. Great final boss battle. There's nothing worse than a game that ends with, like, a crappy boss battle. But this game did not disappoint. Great finale. Great finale. Smirk, the main bad guy, was not Smirk in the Japanese version? Who would it be then? I told you it was Mother Brain. Are the credits looping, or are they just like really long? It seems like a lot of people for an NES game. Usually the credits are like 15 seconds long. It was not the main organization he was fighting. Did he get sucked into Metroid? He got sucked into Metroid, didn't he? But the Nazi... You know what? Do you know what? The heads coming at you at the end there reminded me a little bit of Mr. D or whatever his name was from Bionic Commando, who of course was just supposed to be Hitler. So, you know what, Coral Cola? I can believe it. A lot of NES games seem to like bringing back the Nazis, so it does not surprise me one bit. So who was Smirk then? Yes, exactly, right? Exactly. Bionic Commando strikes again. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it is. A lot of NES games just seem to like bringing Hitler back as an enemy. Very fascinating. I mean, if you want a bad guy to have to fight, I guess there's your go-to. But end! The same end that you get when you run out of continues, so... Technically, I could have just taken that screen and told everyone I beated it, but no, that wouldn't have been as much fun. This was great. The swastika was all over the place. Same with Bionic Commando, right? It's crazy. I don't get what they were thinking when Japan made all those games, but you know, if you're gonna beat up anyone, I guess it's a group to beat up. But with that, I think I will stop. You know, let you guys all get on with your Saturdays. This has been a lot of fun. The first stream I've done like during the day in quite a while. Usually they end up being at night after like 12 midnight. And I appreciate everyone who joins in for those ones, but I thought this would be fun and be a little bit different, and I'm glad I did it at this time, Coral Cola, because you being here, you know, really, really was awesome. So thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed Golgo 13. Time to put the Konami code in. Every time I get to an end screen, I put the Konami code in just for fun to see if anything happens. Even if it's not a Konami game. In this case, all the buttons do nothing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned about a game that maybe you didn't know about before, but is actually really awesome. Go check it out for yourself, and hope you have fabulous weekends. See you again soon. So thanks, and take care, everyone.